Our guest today, all the way from the great state of Texas, please welcome Zane Williams. How are you, Zane?
I'm doing awesome, Fletcher. How are you, man?
All right, now Abilene, is that right? Or
that's where I was born. Yeah, out there in West Texas. If you want to know what it looks like, it's pretty much the opposite of here. No hills, no trees, tumbleweeds. Those are a real thing. They blow across the road, just like in the movies.
Absolutely. All right, Zane, you've been singing and songwriting for a number of years now. Songwriting was kind of I should say, is kind of a passion of yours. You had some success. You had Jason Michael Carroll had a top 20 hit with your song "Hurry Home."
God bless him.
You've been recognized as a top songwriter at festivals like the John Lennon Songwriting Festival down there in Texas. Can we ask, just so our audience gets to know Zane Williams, how did you get started playing music and writing songs?
It was a magical combination, Fletcher. I got a guitar and a girlfriend. And I was a senior in high school, and dude, all my first songs were just all about her.
Oh yeah.
I mean, pretty much. And then like that, and so I put them all together in an album, and then my second album was all about the breakup. Dun dun dun.
Surprise.
So, yeah, so those were my college years, man. I didn't know anything about music. I didn't grow up. Nobody in my family was musical. I just had a guitar, and I was just kind of pouring my heart out. And man, some of it was country, and some of it was just whatever, like rock or I don't know. And so it took me a long time to really get to the point where I was like, okay, I want to do this for a living. Okay, I want to focus on country. Okay, and kind of get all my together. You know what I'm saying?
Well, there was I read somewhere in your bio that real estate kind of brought you to choosing songwriting and music as a career path. What was that story at a real estate seminar?
Long story short, I'd moved to Nashville, and I'd been there for 9 years, and I'd been doing well. I'd been making a living making music. So I was doing college coffee house shows, and I also had a publishing deal. And but we were just kind of getting by, though. I mean, we weren't really. I felt like I was working super hard for just not very much money at all. So I went to this. I started getting into sort of the real estate thing and looking at ways that I could, maybe actually be financially rewarded for all my hard work. And I went to this conference where they were doing neighborhood revitalization, and it was kind of an exciting concept. And so I really did consider leaving music and going down this other road. I made a whole big list of pros and cons of each and everything, and there were more pros on doing the real estate thing. So I was all ready to go do that. And then at the last day of the conference, they were talking about dreams and goals, and I was like, man, I've got a song that's kind of about these same things, about dreaming and your goals and everything, and would you guys like to hear my song? So these 50 or 100 people at this conference were like, yeah man, get out your guitar. So I get out my guitar and I played, and there's this sort of silence afterwards, and everybody looks at me and they're like, why are you here? You retard. You need to go do music. Yeah, that's your gift, you idiot. Why did you even come to this thing? And it really made me realize that that music is my thing. I just needed to be doing it a different way. So that was actually what prompted me to move back to Texas, get back to my roots, start a family, get back close to family, and just take it to a real organic place and just start playing locally in Texas and making my own independent records. And that was the best decision I've ever made.
Absolutely.
Down in Texas, there's a real supportive scene for local music. The local radio station in Dallas started playing my music right away, and Dallas is a big place. Now there's a station in Fort Worth that plays me a lot, and there are venues where I can play at all around there, and it was a place where I could be myself, and I didn't have to worry about being on a major label or sounding like today's country or whatever. I could just sort of write my songs and be myself. And so ever since then, I've been sort of flourishing, and now we're doing a push where we're taking the music nationwide again.
Okay. Well, we do know that with songs like "Hurry Home," Jason Meyer Carroll that you wrote, your songs are highly connective songs as far as just the stuff that everybody feels. "Hurry Home," of course, about a father who's waiting for his daughter to come home. Hopefully, from a bad situation to a better situation at home. And your current single, "Overnight Success," which is, of course, the title track in your album.
New record.
"Overnight Success." Tell us about that song, that single, and what it's about and where it came from.
Man, it's a good example of 4 chords and the truth, because I've lived every single line in that song, and so have most of the musicians I know. But basically, it's a tongue-in-cheek deal where it's like, okay, here's an easy 10-step process to becoming an overnight success. It's only going to take you 15 years. and so I go through all the steps of, borrowing money from your family to make your first CD, and having to fire the original band and hire new guys, and glue your hands to a steering wheel and live on fast food and do all this other stuff. And I'm still living that out, and so hopefully "Overnight Success" is a prophetic title that it will end up coming true for me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, you're going to have a chance to hear him sing "Overnight Success" live. You look for that performance video elsewhere here on the website. And, of course, you can catch up with Zane at his Facebook, facebook.com/Zane Williams, or on the web at ZaneWilliamsMusic.com. Do you Twitter?
Nailed it. I do. At Zane the Singer.
At Zane the Singer. So make sure you tweet him and tell him how much you can't wait for him to become an overnight success. Zane, we hope you'll come visit us again.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Absolutely. Zane Williams is our guest today, another artist video blog, and we'll see you next time. KIX96country.com.